So how is everyone doing?
Very good.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yet, how much outreach have you done today?
I just recently got home, so right now I've done 50.
Okay. And yesterday?
Yesterday, I wasn't able to do any yesterday.
I see. I see. What language was that? Okay. Mr. Miles, Mr. Harry. Why is he always chilling? Hello, both of you. Both of you are muted. Both of you have camera turned off. Any particular reason for it?
Hello.
Hello.
You.
Miles, if you're saying something, I'm able to hear everyone in the background, but not you. Just so you know.
I can't be on the computer right now. I'm not at home.
Okay, fair enough. Harry, Mr. Potter.
Yeah,
Me.
hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Where are you? Why do you sound dead?
I'm at home.
Cool. Camera on.
Okay, one second. It's just very bad lighting, and it's very bad lighting.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It was a joke.
That's so damn good. I mean, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
my goodness gracious. Look, even Diesel cracked a smile. Okay, so guys, a quick question. Would you like to do a role play today?
I mean, there's only two of us. I think Mars won't be able to.
Wonderful. And you are more confident than Amin, and Amin has more experience than you. So you can both, learn a lot from each other.
Okay.
Because just for reference, we came to the conclusion yesterday that Amin is a little bitch on a sales call.
No,
I'm not able to like reformulate it differently. Like this is the
I
conclusion
dominate every sales call.
yeah, I'm sure you are.
Definitely.
Okay, fair enough. So do you guys want to just make the whole sales process like till the pitch?
Um, yeah,
So
but
the pre-frame,
yeah.
discovery part. Wonderful. I don't care who starts first, so you can play rock, paper, scissors if you want to.
You can start.
Guys, if you have friends over or if you are not at home, please mute yourself because we are able to hear your background.
I mean, I say obviously because Amin is better that he goes first, so I can obviously understand how he does it too, and I can go second.
If it weren't for the fact that you are both Muslims, I would say things.
Bro, you're a Muslim too.
Exactly. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why I'm not saying anything against what he just said. Please go on.
Okay. So, hello. What's up, man?
Hello. Yes,
Are you doing good?
doing good. How are you?
Okay, great. I'm doing awesome. Okay, great. So, how these conversations normally go is that I ask you some questions to get to know where you are at the moment and where you want to get. And if I see that it's a fit and we can help you, I will definitely share my presentation with you and I will go in detail what we can do for you. And if not, I don't want to waste my time, I don't want to waste your time, and I can end this call quicker than expected. So does that make sense?
Yeah, yes, it does. But how long do you think the call's gonna last? I'm on a really tight schedule. I'm in a rush, you know.
Yeah, so I think about 15 minutes maybe.
15 minutes. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, great. Yeah, so actually what brought you to our call today?
Well, I don't know if it was you or one of your team members. They called me, and when they were speaking, it sounded quite genuine. And they said that they could bring me more bookings, which I really need. And yeah, that's basically it.
Hmm. So if you're saying you want to have more bookings, what did you do so far to get more bookings?
So what I would really do, we just, door knocking, like door to door knocking, trying to find new clients. Also, our main one is word of mouth. Usually we do a good job when it comes to our clients, so word of mouth gets around, other people want the job doing as well. So that's another one. Another lead generation source we also utilize is like flyers. We also sent out flyers to houses if we didn't have time to obviously talk with the customers at their door. And that's it. We also have a website too for anybody to access
Okay, yeah,
if they
great,
want
great.
more information.
That's good, but so with all these sources combined, to what number do you get at an average monthly? How many like appointments can you get from those and how many leads?
I'm not too sure. I I would say around like 10, 10 or 15 per month.
10 or 15 per month. 10 or 15 appointments or leads?
Just appointments.
So how many leads would that be?
I'd say around like eight, 6 to 8.
What? No, I meant like you said you have 14 appointments or 15 appointments. From
Yeah.
how many leads could you close those appointments?
Oh, about five, 4 or 5.
So you, so you got 15 leads and could close 5 appointments, right?
No, 15 appointments, but I close around 4 of them,
Oh, it's
which
only
are
four
leads.
jobs. Okay, okay, okay.
Yes.
So my question was how many leads you get. So how many people in general you get in contact with before you talk to them in person, like online? How many people?
Oh, I would say around like, are we talking per month or
Yeah.
I'd say around 30 to 40.
Okay. So your appointment booking rate is 50%. Are you sure about that? Are you telling me the numbers correctly? Because 50% in this market is way above average.
Wait, this is solo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure with my numbers, but that's like a rough estimate. So I'm gonna have to check soon.
Hmm. But So you said those methods are working good for you, or why are you just not doubling down on them to get to your goals?
Well, it's okay, but it's not like there are methods that we could improve on. It's just word of mouth or just the website that we have and flies. You can't really improve on the methods.
Yeah,
So
but
it's basically just luck when it comes to you know, if a lead wants to have a job done by word of mouth or if someone's interested in the flyers.
yes, so obviously we both agree that word of mouth is nothing scalable, but what about door to door? Like, how is that working for you?
Yeah, like I say, we usually knock on about 100 to 100 doors, but obviously nowadays we don't have much time. I had to lay off a few workers too. And yeah, so we haven't had much time to be able to go to people's doors and speak with them.
Mm.
That's why we switched to flies recently.
Okay, yeah, definitely that makes sense. So if you say you're about like now at 5 jobs a month, and you told me at the beginning of our call you want to get more, in numbers, what are we talking there about? What are your goals for the next 12 months? To which average per month on jobs do you want to get?
Well, of course, my goal is to make more money. With 5 jobs, it's okay, but there's always a part of me that just wants to make more money. So I would say to have more jobs that I can do. And basically, it's just gonna get me more money. It's all about money anyway.
And how many jobs do you think you could handle? Or is there no limit and you think you can just hire more employees?
I would say at this minute, we don't have a limit when it comes to jobs that we can do.
Hmm. So if you don't have a limit, then I guess 10 or 20 wouldn't be a problem for you to scale to. But if you're talking about these numbers, do you actually have a solid plan to get there? Or is it just like thinking about what would be nice and what isn't?
What do you mean by a solid plan?
Like, do you have a tangible plan of how do you want to get to 20, for example, jobs a month? Or what plan do you have to not be stuck at this jobs amount you're at the moment? Because obviously, we both agree that that's not a number you want to stay in for the next few months.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that's the reason why I decided to join this call, because I want to scale my business and get more jobs done. Isn't
Mhm.
that, don't you think so?
Yeah, definitely. So you should, I want to be honest with you. It's exactly, I know definitely where you are. Most of the clients that come to us come from the exact point where you are. The market of solar was very big last year, but this year more and more solar companies are struggling, especially because the other companies that's very competitive, and there are more and more companies and they're all specializing in growing themselves, so it is hard to keep up by yourself. But in general, from the things you told me right now, I think what we do could actually work for you. So with your permission, could I maybe go over to my quick presentation to show you in detail what we can do for you?
By the way, that
Okay.
the only thing that you could have done better, I mean, was there was no confidence in when you said it can work for you. Like
Okay. Yeah.
it sounded, yeah. Well, based on what you said so far, there is a chance that it's gonna work for you, but I'm not 100% sure. Like you need to be confident about it because like based on all the information he gave you, you know exactly what his problem is. You know exactly that
Mhm.
he's not doing much. He definitely wants to do more. So
Mhm.
why would it not work? Does it make
Mhm.
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. Like I would probably only adjust the tonality because like you sounded very childish throughout the
You
whole
know,
call.
it's a little bit about English because I was just all the time thinking what formulations make sense in English because I have some good ones in German, but then I had to try to get them into English because I had to focus on that. But in
Yeah.
general, yeah.
But then in that case, can you, I don't know, Miles is not active. What's up, Miles?
Yeah, I called someone. He said he would only speak with me on phone. Like I said to him, I wanted to show him everything. He said you can only call. I can have only 15 minutes, but only on phone, right there, like that. How should I do? How should I?
You can tell him to go fuck himself. No, I mean, you can try to explain to him, hey, look, like I'm not able to show you because the whole purpose of me hopping on a call with you is being able to show you, not only tell you. So is this really too much for you to just hop on a quick Zoom call? And if they say yes, then cool, you can hang up and call another person.
I, my connection went a little bit bad. Could you start again?
I said what you can do is just simply say to him, hey, is this really the whole purpose of us hopping on a Zoom call is so I can show you rather than just tell you what is it that we are doing. And if it's really too much for you to just hop on a quick 15-minute Zoom call, then there's not much I can do. Or you can ask him, like, is it really too much for you to just hop on a quick 15-minute Zoom call? Just like with a confused tonality. And if he's gonna say yes, that it's too much to expect from him, then there's not much you can do. You can hang up, call another person.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
otherwise it's
And
just a waste of time.
yeah, and also, yesterday when we just wrote to people, like just testing the messages, I wrote to
Yeah.
one just saying, okay, we have jobs right now. Just wanted to know if you can handle it. He just asked me, why are you working? Where are you working at? Like, where are you writing from?
What? Oh, where are you writing from? You mean from? Oh,
Yeah, I
in
mean,
that
what I mean,
case, yeah. In that case,
yeah.
don't say a company. In that case, just say the location he's in.
Mhm. Yeah, like I said to them, we have like 5 prevented jobs that we could bring to them. I just wanted to know if they could handle them.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote. Then they asked me, "How are you from?"
Yeah. In that case, just simply never say a company. Like that's the last thing you want to do. Unless they actually like after you have answered the location, they once again like ask you from which company, you can just say the company name, but then it is also important to connect to either a specific question or to move forward and just basically just ask him a deflecting question.
And sometimes when I'm calling them, when I'm saying that we are working with landscaping businesses to bring them more jobs, they're asking me like, yeah, what do you do actually? Like they're asking me what I do. And when I say like, well, I'm a marketing agency, they just okay, I'm okay, it's okay, you know.
Mhm. Well, never say marketing agency. That's for the first.
So what should I say?
We're a company that helps you. Remind me of your niche.
Landscaping. I mean landscaping.
Just say we are a company that helps landscapers be viewed in their area, or we're a company that specializes in geo-targeting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
don't because you don't want to use a word that is basically a buzzword. Like if you say we are a generation company, lead generation company, we are a marketing company, these are buzzwords because a lot of people have used them already and a lot of people have just bad experiences with it.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Is it all?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Diesel, please attack Amin. Amin, where the fuck is your camera? If it weren't for the fact that you're Muslim, I would think you are jerking off to people. That's why
No,
you
I
turned
was
your
just
camera off.
I had to listen to a voice message.
And for that, you need to turn off your camera.
Yeah, 100%.
I hope it was not a haram message from one of your concubines.
No business.
Okay, just before Diesel is gonna harass you, Mars, what is your question?
Yeah, sometimes they ask me where I'm working, the name of my company. Yeah, I could give it, but right then if they check it out, is there a problem?
Your question is if they check out your company, is that a problem?
Yeah, because right, obviously, if they're asking the name of my company, so maybe check it out on Google.
Cool, but
know?
if you can just say it, but then deflect the question. Do you know what the deflecting question is?
No.
But for example, you say, let's say someone asks you what is the name of your company, you say Miles Enterprises. So do you think you will have 15 minutes tomorrow or the day after that?
Okay.
Because
Wonderful.
then the focus shifts from, like, you have answered the question, so their brain is like, ah, cool. And then you are shifting into the direction of something else that their brain can focus on.
Okay.
Wonderful. Diesel attack.
Okay, just to let you know, I'm doing landscaping. So.
It doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Hey, I mean, can you hear me? Can you see me? Is it all good?
Yeah, everything good.
Okay. How has your day been? Is it going well?
Yeah, perfect. Crushing the
That's
day.
great. That's great. Okay, so obviously, thank you for taking the time to join the call today.
What?
I just quickly want
Stop.
to.
Why? Why? This basically means his time is more valuable than yours. Like, don't take this as something that happens once in a month when you have the opportunity to speak to one of the prospects. No, it's something you do 20 times a day. Just act like it. Like, if you will have 20, as a matter of fact, I have still a bunch of sales calls that I take for multiple different businesses. Do you think I give a fuck when I hop on a call? Do you think I'm excited to speak to the individual? So if you know that your future you, someone who has already done thousands of sales calls and is, for example, currently having 20 a day or 160 a month, do you really think you should, like, the future Yigit will be excited?
No.
Cool. Then act like the future Yigit. I know that this is not how you pronounce it. I just think it's a very funny way to pronounce it.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'll start
So
again.
please start again.
Hey, I mean, how are you doing today?
All good, man. All good.
That's really good. I want to quickly outline how this call will go. I'll ask a few questions to understand your needs better. Then I'll share how we can help based on your situation. And finally, we'll discuss any questions you have and the next steps if it feels like we are a good fit for each other. Does that sound good?
Yeah, but just to save us both a little bit of time, you can just go directly to the price and I can tell you if it comes to consideration for me or not.
Well, I mean, this call is all about finding if we're a right fit for each other. And of course, it doesn't really matter on the pricing anyway, because if it's either too high or low for you, then we can obviously negotiate on that. But that's not the important part of this call right now.
No. There's some. Why do you over-explain? You know, I mean, I take it back about the beach aspect. So the easiest way would be, hey, I mean, I absolutely respect that you want to be respectful for both of our time, but then for me to understand where you are and where you want to go is very important due to the fact that then I can be 100% sure that our ideas even align and that we will be able to help you to get from your current state to the state Z that you, for example, want to be in. And in order to do that, I still need to ask you a couple of questions. Then I'm more than happy to walk you through the whole process. And then I'm more than happy to also explain the pricing to you due to the fact that it also depends on the specific situation of the individual I'm speaking to. So does that make sense? Can I move forward? Can I ask him more questions?
Okay.
Start again.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm great, I'm great.
That's really good. I want to quickly outline how this call will go. I'll ask a few questions to understand your needs better, then I'll share how we can help based on your situation. And finally, we'll discuss any questions you have and the next step if it feels like we're a good fit for each other. Does that sound good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's good. I just firstly wanted to ask what brought you to our call today?
I mean, you called me and promised me to have a strategy to make me more money, and I guess who says no to that?
Yes, of course, you're right. You're right about that. And which lead generation sources?
Diesel, are you aware of the fact that he basically has not answered your question at all, and you still agreed with him?
He did, didn't he?
I mean,
Said
would you
because he
say?
wants to make
I
more
mean,
money.
would you say you agreed, like you answered his question properly?
Hmm, I don't remember really.
Can you please focus instead of looking something at your other monitor? Disappointment. No, he has answered your question partly. So while it's similar to deflecting, so he just basically partly answered your question, because of which you're not gonna go deeper into it. But do you know what his problem may be, or where he's currently at? Not really, or like what is important for him? Why he really hop on the call? Because when someone says, "Oh, I just want to make more money," that's very generalized. It's kind of hard to see which side you can bite from, because based on the fact you can even just, even if you will get an answer like this, you can simply say, okay, absolutely understandable, I think we both are on the same page, but then was there anything specific in the cold call that has caught your attention that basically brought you to this call?
Okay.
Or what about the cold call brought you to this call, made you think you can make more money? That's more of a stupid question, so it like obviously depends like who you speak to and how the person is going to answer that question, but you get my point. Yes,
Yeah.
please repeat.
Just from the start, or
Well, you have not moved very far, so yes, from the start.
hey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing perfect.
That's really good. I want to quickly outline how this call will go. I'll ask a few questions to understand your needs better, then I'll share how we can help based on your situation. And finally, we'll discuss any questions you have and the next steps if it feels like we are a good fit for each other. Does that sound good?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, wonderful. So, firstly, I just wanted to ask, what brought you to our call today?
Yeah, so really, I was just interested to hear what you wanted to tell me. I wanted to give you a chance.
Is that all? Is there anything specific that you like need help with?
No, I mean, it was pretty much the same offer as the other 10 people that called me the same day, but yeah, let's see if you have something different.
Okay, okay, that's understandable. And I just want to ask, which lead generation sources have you utilized in the past?
In the past, we have our in-team marketing, so I have one guy who does this for me, everything.
And what do you mean by he does everything?
Like he does the marketing, he does some Facebook ads and some Google ads.
Is that all? Are you guys, by hot or cold, they could be hot and cold. Uh, is there any other type of sources that you've utilized apart from team marketing?
Like we get referrals all the time, but what this guy specifically does is online marketing, with Facebook ads especially.
Okay. And you said you did door-to-door knocking, right?
Correct. No,
And
no, we didn't. We get referrals and we do
referrals.
Facebook and Google ads. That's it.
And how would you say that it's working for you so far?
I mean, it's good. We have 10 jobs a week, but we could definitely scale to maybe 30.
Okay. And how much would you say of them leads do you engage with on a monthly basis?
Like we, again, the question again.
How many leads, both cold and hot, so your Facebook and referrals, do you engage with monthly?
About 300.
300.
Mhm. No, excuse me. 100. Yeah, 100.
And how do you specifically manage such volume leads?
We have a guy that just
Wait, wait,
calls
wait,
them
wait,
for
wait, wait,
us.
wait. Did you say sa what the fuck did you just say? Did you say such
I
a huge
said,
amount of leads?
how do you typically manage such a high volume of leads?
Is that a high volume in your opinion?
Yes,
No,
it's not.
no. In order to fully book one sales rep working 8 hours a day, you will need around about 120 to 160 appointments in a month.
Okay.
So if he is an established landscaping company, he should get more leads than that.
Okay.
And besides, don't compliment. Like that will also mean that you're complimenting him,
Mm.
which is something you don't want to do.
Okay. So could I ask another question then? Could I just restart?
I'll just ask another question.
Okay. Do you feel like you have enough leads to consistently hit your sales targets?
What do you mean by my sales targets?
Like, do you think the leads that you're generating at the moment is enough to hit your sales targets, like your profits? Or are you trying to look for more leads because you're not making enough sales or profit from your sales?
Like, I want more. I always want more.
Okay. And what is your close rate for each lead generation that you've tried?
Mm, my closing rate, referrals, pretty high, 80% I close. But the outbound I get, I would say about 40, no. Outbound like 8%.
8%. And do you think there's room for improvements to increase your closing rates?
That's a stupid question.
I don't know, you tell me.
Sorry, I just got confused. Uh, so would you say that's not a good question to ask? And why not?
Because it's a stupid question. Like if he's on the call and he wants to make more money, because assuming that this is why he's on the call, he either has a problem or he just wants to make more money. So obviously there is a place to improve. And if you're gonna ask an alcoholic, so do you think your life will be better without alcohol? Do you think he's gonna say yes or no?
Hmm, okay.
So
Sorry, what was that?
again,
From the start?
just from the question.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. Which source out of the two has been the most effective in closing deals, would you say?
Referrals have obviously the better closing rate, but I can't manage, like, I can't scale this. It's not depending on me.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Like, referrals are good, but I can't scale it as it's not in my hands.
Okay. And you're saying you haven't tried any other methods for leads?
I told you I do online marketing.
Okay. And what do you believe is the main obstacle preventing you from reaching the next level?
Uh, I don't know.
You don't know?
No,
But like you have no idea on so how come you're not moving up? Why are you not going to the next level?
because I don't know how.
Okay. Well, that's nothing to worry about because my team will be able to help you on your journey, which is why this call is really important to see if we are a good fit for each other. Do you understand?
Mm.
Okay, that's good. And how do you convert a mildly interested prospect into a paying customer?
I mean, you're asking me very many questions. Where are we getting here?
It's relative to obviously what work we do. I need to ask these questions to see if we are a good fit for each other. And of course, if we are, then, I will be able to move you on to the presentation. So it's really important for me to ask you these.
Either what happened to your balls?
I don't know.
They're like he was able with one question to just put you in a corner. Like, do you know in kindergarten when you did like something wrong and the lady will just tell you bad heat, go there, and you will just push like your head down,
Yeah.
just be more confident. Hey, I mean, I already told you. I just need to ask you a couple of more questions so I know exactly where you are, where you want to go, and then I'm more than happy to show you the whole process. So, shall we move forward, or are you gonna interrupt me?
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
I mean, can you try to be more confident and you do the whole thing from the beginning, and then we're gonna switch it?
Like, I should now do the sales call with him.
Yes, but you also be more confident. Try at least.
What do you mean exactly by confident? Just be more aggressive or what?
Huh?
Just to be more aggressive or what?
How the fuck is confidence more aggressive? Do you have mental issues?
No, just like what do you exactly mean in an example for more confident? Because I didn't even get to the pitch.
Yes, but you never sound confident. You sound like a IT guy. You know when an IT guy speaks with a woman?
IT guy? No.
Yeah, just give facts, but like there's no emotions, there's no confidence in it. Like
Mhm.
try to sell him the discovery part. Come on, I mean,
Okay.
focus.
Okay. So with the pre-frame or without? Without.
Without.
Okay. Okay, so Diesel, what brought you on a call today?
Well, on the call, you basically just talked about how I can get more bookings
Mhm.
for the service I provide.
Okay. And so if I'm understanding correctly, you want to get more bookings, but so far without like us, for example, what did you do yourself to get to that goal?
What do you mean?
I mean, you tell me you want to get more bookings.
Yes.
Obviously, you must have tried something to get there, didn't you?
So, yeah, I have just been, handing out flyers, door to door knocking, and word of mouth, really.
And how is that going for you?
At the minute, it's going okay, but obviously I want more because my team are waiting. quite a while for new jobs, and we're not getting much bookings at the moment. So
You want more?
yes, I want more bookings.
Okay. So then haven't you tried anything new to get to get to a new to a new situation? Haven't you tried anything new to get there? Or are you just waiting for something magically to happen?
Well, I've been trying to do social media ads, like campaign ads for the people within a 10-mile distance from my business.
What do you mean you tried?
And so I've been setting up social media platforms to post ads on for people to see.
Okay. And that didn't work out for you, or why aren't you continuing doing that?
Well, I've gotten a few people message me on the platforms, but it's not a high volume, you know. I expected more people, but I just don't know why.
Okay. So except for that, like if didn't everything didn't work for you, at what numbers are you right now? Like just take me through your numbers at the moment, how many leads you're getting, how many you can convert into bookings, and what's your closing rate?
On a monthly basis, with my lead generation sources, I usually get around 100, 150 leads. And what was the other question you asked?
What's your closing rate? How many deals you turn into appointments?
You're asking too many questions, I mean.
No, I told him, take me through your process.
Yes, but you're asking too many questions. The fact that his, like, from the beginning of the call, you could have seen he is, you can scare him very easily. But
Scare him.
yes. So with certain questions that you have did, he backs off. He doesn't stop talking, but he backs off. And then you are asking him basically four questions at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just tell me, how many leads are you getting on an average a month?
Is that with every lead generation source I'm using, or?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would say, like I said, about 100 to 150.
And let's jump directly to your closing rate from those leads. How many are those?
I don't have actual numbers, but I would say an estimate of 30%.
Okay, so you don't track your numbers?
I do, but I'm saying I don't have the files, so at the minute it's gonna take me some time to open.
Okay, okay. So you think about 30% you close.
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any specific goals? Any specific numbers you can tell me?
Well, there's not a such thing as specific numbers, but it's that I want to get more numbers, you know?
Mhm. Okay. So you told me at the moment you're at about 30 jobs a month, correct?
Yes, I would say so.
Okay. So do you think 100 jobs a month as a goal would be realistically for you, or how can I put you in the books there?
Yes, I mean, if it's 100 jobs, I'll be able to handle that because, of course, I can just hire more people to work for me.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, so based on the things you told me, what we do, actually, I'm confident that it will definitely work for you too. So if you haven't anything against it, I would just take you to our process. I will share my presentation with you, share my screen, and show you in detail what we were able to do for you. How sounds that?
That sounds good, but the questions that you ask is that it's how are you going to be able to know if I'm a good fit for you and for you to be a good fit for me by just two or three questions that you've asked? Is
Okay,
that
yeah,
enough for
so
you?
in my experience, those are the most questions that I need to be able to figure out if you're a good fit. Obviously, you're at the situation where you have not reached your goals yet. You are trying, but you don't know what to do. You have goals from 100 jobs a month, 100 jobs a month, but you couldn't tell me anything of how you want to get there. And I would say it's a pretty desperate situation. So from my point of view, what we do and what we have done for many, many other clients is definitely a system that you can plug in for yourself, and it will definitely help you. So again, if you have nothing against it, I will just share the system with you, and then you can see how we go from there.
Okay, but is this system that you have you use for everyone? Is it not like a unique system for me because every business is different, you know?
Oh yeah, good question. So it is from the ground up, the basics is the same system, but the strategies implemented in them we specify on from each company to company. And it also depends from the region you're competing in, it depends of the budget you have, and so on. And from that we build from the ground up, we have the basics, we specify it for your strategy. So any more questions or can I go on?
Yeah, that's all my questions so far.
Perfect.
Asked confident. He became a cunt. But it's okay. Let's change. Eat. Try to be more confident. I mean, be a prospect.
Okay. Wait, could you just give me one moment? I need to go do something.
I mean, do you have any questions?
Let me think. No, not really. I actually had to have two sales calls today, but both of them didn't show up. I called them like 3 or 4 times and they didn't show up.
Okay.
So
Do you have your Calendly workflows in place?
yeah, everything in place. I have this in high level, so I can even track if they open the mail.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when have you called them?
No, it's one today was a follow-up from yesterday. It was what
Okay.
I told you, the one who told me he wants to talk to the experts.
I told you. I told you how it's gonna
And
end.
the other one, I don't know, was like from a week ago, a cold call someone did. I couldn't even
Oh,
find the recording of the cold call, so I don't know.
when it comes to booking someone from a cold call, don't book them later than for 3 to 4 days.
I don't know,
Because
I
then
do that. But if someone, for example, tells me he's doing renovation in his home and it's just not possible, then we have to do it. And I also told this every one of my employees. If I can
yeah.
listen to the recordings, they always try, but if it isn't possible, it just isn't possible.
Yeah, but that's why I just wanted to notify you just to
Yeah,
be sure that
definitely.
you're aware of it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because people are normally after 5 days they don't know anything. Like, I mean, what have you eaten for breakfast 5 days ago? I can tell you what I've been eating. I don't know.
I have
So
to think. 5 days ago, I
months,
have
I
to
think.
think what day it was, and then I can tell you.
It was the 10th of October.
I'm in the weekday, so it was
Okay,
a
it's
Thursday.
irrelevant. You're not able to
Nothing.
answer immediately.
I had nothing, and then I had the bread at the school.
Bread, terrible. I mean, terrible. Okay,
It's I hadn't another good
eat.
option.
Please start.
Hey, I mean, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
That's good. I want to quickly outline how this call will go. I'll ask a few questions to understand your needs better. Then I'll share how we can help based on your situation. And finally, we'll discuss any questions you have and the next steps if it feels like we are a good fit for each other. Does that sound good, I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, firstly, I just wanted to ask what actually brought you to our call today?
Um, I was just curious on what you can offer.
On what we can offer. But on the call, I'm pretty sure we specified what we offer you, no?
Something about geo marketing.
Yes, and that's we can help you provide more bookings for your services.
Mhm.
But is there anything specific that you're struggling with that, any challenges that you need help with that brought you to our call today that you want to know about?
Um, I mean, who doesn't want to get more money through more bookings? So yeah, that's it.
But you're still not answering the question. I'm asking for any challenges that you have. It could be that you're not having enough leads or you're
This is the wrong way to ask. In which world would you be able to come to someone and be like, so what challenges are you facing? Unless you're selling something that also like deals with mindset, but not as an agency. Or if you're helping someone with sales, because then sales can also be someone's sales can be influenced by something that is happening either in his current life or in his mental state. But like, I mean, what challenges are you currently facing in your business? What the fuck are you looking at? What's going on?
It's a very crazy animal.
No, that's a wrong question to ask Diesel. If he doesn't answer your question, then you just basically hit him from different angles. So, like for example, how much, like, what is your current way of getting leads, or like in front of your potential clients, and then basically you just like check boxes to see where can you see any flaws, and then you go deeper into it.
okay.
Right? As an example, would be what is your current way of getting in front of your potential clients? Then, if for example he's not doing anything active, you can touch on that. Then, if this is gonna be fine, then you go into direction of, for example, his team, or into a direction of how much this is he currently closing, and what was his goal on, for example, throughout this whole year. And if he's not on the track to this goal, or based on the calculations you're gonna quickly do, you're gonna come to the conclusion he's not even able, based on the current numbers, to hit this goal. This is a flaw. You can step in and you can just look for the pain.
Okay.
So please try again.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
That's great. I want to quickly outline how this call will go. I'll ask a few questions to understand your needs better. Then I'll share how we can help based on your situation. And finally, we'll discuss any questions you have and the next steps if it feels like we are a good fit for each other. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, firstly, I just wanted to ask what brought you to our call today?
I was curious about what you wanted to offer.
Is there anything specific that you needed help with?
Mm, no, not
Okay,
that.
what is your current way of getting leads?
My current way is just referrals.
Only referrals?
Yeah.
So you don't have any active way of generating leads.
No, referrals are enough.
And approximately how many leads would you say you engage with then from referrals?
Um, I, I engage with 20 a month.
20 a month?
20, yes.
Are you even able to hit your sales with 20 a month? What's your close rate like?
On those, I close 15 of 20.
15 of 20. Okay. Do you think it's effective for you?
Oh, in that case, I will literally be like, so okay, so you're closing 15 of 20. So you want to tell me that your closing rate is, am I right? 85? No. 80%? Or almost 80%? Because it's like even above average. So you either want to go into this direction just to double check the numbers, or you keep this in mind that this is extremely high, and then go into the direction of how much is he making with those, and why is he also not doing anything else? Because sure, this can bring him good money, but this is not sustainable. Like he's not able to control it because these are still referrals. So one day they can stop. Or basically what it means, even if he will, yeah, that's fine. I mean, even if he will get, let's say 20 stable every month and he will close 15 of them, it means that his business is capped because there's like no way of him getting more money in.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna wait until the next questions because I was gonna ask how much he makes from each,
Okay,
project.
then it would be a good direction. I just wasn't sure based on your previous questions if you will go into a direction. But okay, cool. Since Ami needs to go and Miles is dead, does anyone has any more questions? If not, I'm more than happy to end it in 30 seconds, 32, 31, 30, 29.
I just have one problem with, so every time I'm cold calling, right? I'm always getting like the assistant pick up the phone. How do I like handle that situation?
There are three ways how to overcome a gatekeeper/assistant. It's either flirting with them and then following up, or being extremely confident means, hey, forward me to the owner, thanks. Like, if you're gonna say this with enough confidence, very often you will be forwarded. Or just not acknowledge, like you don't acknowledge their existence.
Like I keep saying like if I can be forwarded to the owner,
Yeah, because
but
you're asking. That's already a first flaw. Because you just literally
okay.
said, I'm asking, hey, can I be forwarded to the owner? Does it sound
And what?
confident?
No. Well, what if they say like they need a reason to pass on to the owner
We'll just
or
say,
something?
the fuck do you mean? I had a call with him. He's not answering his phone. So I just want to assure myself that, first of all, the phone is right and that everything is okay with him. So please forward me to him right now.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
okay to lie there.
Hmm?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's another
So it's
lie.
okay to
I've
lie
never had a
there.
call.
What?
So it is okay to lie in this situation.
Yes, because why is the gatekeeper there?
But
Anyone?
then what if I'm getting forwarded to the owner and then the owner's
Wonderful.
like,
Hey,
no,
we
but
have
then
never spoken before. Can I let you know why I've called?
no, but then the owner's like, oh, my assistant told me that we had a call, but I'm sure that we never had a call before or one
Cool.
booked.
Then you can, cool, if he says that. Hey, are you James? No, no. Oh shit. I actually had a call with your competitor, but besides that, sorry, what's your name? Robert. Wonderful. Robert, pleasure to meet you. My name is Eid. Can I let you know why I've called? Or can I let you know what I was supposed to discuss with your competitor?
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, it will not be a lie because I'm pretty sure both of you had one sales call where there was a no-show, correct?
Yeah.
So what is this person to the next prospect you're gonna call? A competitor.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that.
Wonderful. Any more questions? Cool.
No.
Then if anyone needs anything, you guys have my number. I see you tomorrow, yes?
See ya.
By the way, does anyone know where Chowder is?
No.
Okay. See you guys.
See ya.